Florida at Riki Raceway. The 2.25-mile tri-oval is the shortest superspeedway on the track. We have Stockholm in first, Bolio Brown in second, Sides in fourth, who is that in third? That is Torres in third, and let's get underway. There's the 65 of Stevenson starting in sixth, who did a very good job at this race early at the last race at Watertown, where he made a very great bonsai pass on Boris Said to get his first race of his career. Who's going to get it this time in this unpredictable season? It looks like Torres is going to make a move early. That inside line is very preferable on making that this high and this tight. The 19 of Opsal is looking to join that draft. And now he is clear of the third place car. Is Opsal going to make a move, or is he going to... He's going to stay in the draft for now. And there's his teammate, Morrison Jr., who's going to come into the inside. Very good racing we have here so far, as expected, as we certainly play tracks. Morrison Jr. and Opsal teammates make second and third. And we also have teammates who have first and second at the moment. Are any of these cars going to try to make a move here? Morrison Jr. and Opsal, I guarantee you they're thinking about it. It has been revealed earlier before this race started that Volkswagen is going to be leaving NASCAR due to its high priority in electric cars, which means that Opsal, Morrison Jr., and Buckwood Huckleberry are going to be looking for a new team and likely a new manufacturer. It hasn't been confirmed yet, but the main contender is apparently Mazda has already been in talks with the team of trying to start next season with these three already very great drivers. Whoever is the manager or the manufacturer of these teams is going to have a lot of expectations firsthand. The top three is looking to break in, but the 22 looks to make the move at the 48. It looks like he's got it. Excellent time to make that move coming out of turn 4, and it's going to be the 22 who takes his lead away from Stockholm. And now here's a chance for Opsal to take him, and he's going to stay in the draft as well. The 22 is actually out of the draft in a moment. Now it's the 48 that's been sucker-holed. Now Opsal's going to try to make a move onto the inside. Dane Stockholm is definitely out of it now. He needs to find a way to get back into that inside lane. Because at the moment, it is all the 22 and the 19. The 23 of Bolio Brown almost tries to make it 3 wide. Is Bolio Brown going to try to make a move on Morrison Jr.? And now Fontaine goes in to help the 23. And that's just going to hurt the 48 even more. Being first place a couple laps ago. And now he's just been completely sucker-holed. He probably could get himself kicked out of the top 5 at this rate. And it looks like he's not in the top 5 anymore. Oh, and we actually have a crash here, a big one, a lot of cars involved. Here's our happy year at lap 4. It looks like Martin tried to find a way around Guy, and Guy slowed down, tried to block him, and it didn't work. Whoa, what a job from Pasquale from avoiding that, but Martin flips over. He's definitely done. Looks like the 8 of LGD and the 77 of Ronan are done as well. But what a dodge from the 44 of Pasquale to keep himself in the race. And it looks like Max will go into the grass. Probably will get a top position, but he's still able to continue. Here is Leonardo Pasquale's view from that incident that started with Martin and Guy. You can see it right there. Tries to slow down, gets past the back of Martin, and that is how Pasquale was able to dodge it. Looks like Martin, Guy, LTD, and Roland are definitely out. Brown is going to be out of it as well. A very ugly crash here early. It's Bolio Brown who has to lead, but here comes Ross into the inside this time. You can see just how many positions the 48 fell back. He started in the front row, and now he's all the way back in 12 just because he did not do a good job at holding on to that inside lane. But someone who has been doing a really good job is the 23 of Bolio Brown. He's done a pretty decent job at staying into that first, second, that top 3 position at the moment. Can Bolio Brown get his first win of the season? Fontaine onto the outside. That's going to be, we're going to see how much of effect it has, especially during pit stops. Drivers are only going to be taking 2 tires and gas instead of taking all 4 like in most tracks. You really don't need to change tires in these super speedways. And look at out here. The 48 has a different strategy going on. Now he's just staying on the inside regardless of what the pack does. And now it's Morrison Jr. that gets sucker hold out of there. Every time you try to make a move, you have the risk of getting cut outside the rest of the line. The 46 of Berg is now going to go in and try to pass his teammate. Other 46 got it. Now Ross is onto the outside. They made it 3 wide. What a move from Opsal. The usual super speedway, the usual short track driver is making it very viable in your super speedways, and now we're going to have these first set of drivers come in. Bolio Brown, Fusa Opsal, Logan Davenport are the top 3. If I'm these 2 drivers, I'm definitely staying out for now so I can stick out to the rest of the pack. Let's see what these drivers come out and do now. Coming out to pit road, here is Bolio Brown. You can see right here, even though this race is being held in Quebec, Canada, there are American flags for some reason. And you can see that Max is completely out of it. I don't think he's going to be able to catch up in the rest of that draft. You can see that Bolio Brown is actually taking 2 tires. A lot of drivers are actually taking 4 tires here, but some are taking just 2. And here they come out right now. It's going to be Bolio Brown in first, Fusa Opsal in second. And the 99 and the 23 almost made contact there. The 22 of Torres just coming out. Now let's look at the next set of drivers that come in. The leader of the next set of pack of drivers is Berg. I imagine they're probably going to take all 4 tires now just so they can get that extra speed going towards the end of this race. It's just how effectively can the drivers in the first pack who went out to pit road get away from the rest of them, or which drivers from the second pack are going to be able to merge in with the first. How about that from, I believe that is Luis Fontaine. Yes, that is Fontaine. He's going to come out of there first. And that might mean Fontaine holds on to the lead, and we have some contact here between the 95 and the 10. That's not going to be a very nice move. Berg is out of his pit stall now. There goes Luis Fontaine. The 8 of LGD is a lapped car because he got involved in that crash. And it looks like Fontaine's going to do a fantastic job at staying out. Looks like the second pack definitely did a better job at coming out of there than the first. As there goes Opsal, and here comes the rest of the cars merging. Excellent job from the second pack of drivers. Much better pit road session than they did for the first. But it is now Luis Fontaine, the Super Speedway ace, who has the lead. We know that eventually the likes of Lamarty, Ross, and the 65 are going to catch up to the 16 of Fontaine. It says that the 48 still has the lead at the moment, and that's just because he came out in the third pack, which is definitely proven to not have been a good idea. He is going to completely lose himself in the draft. To go here. You can see that the 16 is in the lead, and how about this from Fontaine? He's got the help of some lap cars that were involved earlier in that wreck, so he doesn't have to worry about getting caught up for the rest of that draft. He doesn't have to worry about the draft for the rest of the pack because he's got draft from the lap cars. This could be a blessing for Luis Fontaine if he can hold on here. If Ross cannot catch up, and it's only a 3-car pack as well, Luis Fontaine theoretically has got this race in the bag. But there is still 4 laps to go, and anything can happen. The fastest lap bonus at the moment goes to the 12 of Lamarty. Oh, and the 3 of the 16. The 16 trying to make a move on Rada. But it did not work out this time. It's just, if you're Fontaine, you're thinking to yourself, Rada still has a very fast car. Do you stay behind Rada and try to get that draft, or do you pass him? So that's just less cars you have to deal with, because here comes the rest of the pack. Here comes the 39 of Echo Ross, who won the race at Daytona last season, looking to make the move on the 51 of Callie Johnson, and now Luis Fontaine is under some pressure. This could be another fantastic finish, as we all seen in the Super Speedway races. We saw a fantastic finish, one of the best finishes in NICS history last race at Watertown, Massachusetts, where the 65 of Stevenson pulled a great move on the 07 of Said, Sen seems to be a driver who just can't quite get on the right foot. Starts out races very well, qualifies very well, but is yet to win. Now the only car separating Fontaine is the three of Rada. And look at the run Ross has got. This is going to be interesting. It is far from over. Ross is definitely going to make a move onto the inside of Rada here. The three, Kylie moves out of the way, and now we have a battle on our hands. Sparks, Ross, and Fontaine, your top three. It's going to be 2 laps to go. What do you do now if you're Louise Fontaine? Do you just let Ross make the move now so you can get her back at the last lap? Or do you just try to hold off as best as you can? Let's look at Ross onto the inside this time. Don't count out the 65 of Dorian Sparks as well, going down the back straight of the last race. It was Stevenson who was in third. Can Dorian Sparks repeat what he did? And he's going to try to do so. He's going to go on the inside of Ross. And he's got Ross on the outside. Now it's Ross versus Fontaine. The exact same thing that Stevenson pulled off last race, but Sparks is going to have to do it again if he wants to beat the 16. 1 lap to go here to Rimouski. The 16 is going to have to do something very, very good here to block, because you know the 65 is the 56 is going to make the move. Fontaine blocks this time. Looks like the gap is there. Fontaine's doing a great job at holding on. Now here's the move here. Can the 65 make the move? But I don't think it's going to happen. I think that Fontaine is too far ahead. And it looks like he is too far ahead. He's going to be completely fine going into turn 3. He did get stuck up the middle there, but he's doing that just in case the 65 tries to go to the outside where he can block. It's going to be Louise Fontaine who comes out of turn 4. Excellent job of holding on for the rest of the pack. Levante Martin may have crashed out, but it's his teammate, Louise Fontaine, who wins here at Rimouski after a fantastic job from blocking off the 56 and the 39. The last car in the top 10 was the 21 of Callie Johnson, and the bonus will actually go to Burke with the 43.49.